Welcome to 5 tips in 5 minutes because I am out of ideas. Tip number 1, dynamic aim reticle. How are you going to hit him if you don't aim at him? I get it, you've seen a crosshair before, but this one has some fancy features. A small dot in the center of the reticle shows that you're shooting that weapon at its ideal range. This is important because if you're any further away, you receive a severe damage drop-off. That sucks. You can also view a weapon's ideal range from your inventory if you're a nerd. If you see this red marker, it means you're shooting the wall. Stupid. If this ever happens to you, you can tap shift to change what shoulder you're shooting over. Well done. Tip number 2, damage indicators. You might be hitting them, but are you hurting them? Congratulations on making it to tip number 2. You are soon to be one of the elite. At this point, you should be aimed in the general direction of an enemy, but that's not enough. Enemies have weak points that will deal significantly more damage if you hit them. This is usually on their head, but it can vary. Now you're shooting them. But what the heck do all those colors mean? Great question. A red damage number indicates that you've hit one of these weak points. Yellow signifies a critical hit, and a big, beautiful, bold red is a critical weak point hit, the spiciest of colors. White means that you're not receiving any bonuses, and you should probably probe different areas to find the weak points. Tip number 3, iframe/dodging. You might be hurting them, but they're hurting you. Unlike most other games, the enemies in this game can kill you. Thankfully, the developers added a never-before-seen feature to help combat this, the dodge roll. For those unaware, you can press the dodge button to get away from enemies' attacks. This can be done with or without a direction, as well as while sliding. They provide invincibility frames, a short period of time during which attacks can't hit you. There's no way to make this next part entertaining, so here we go. You get 9 frames on directional dodges, you get 8 frames on neutral dodges, you get 7 frames on slides with an additional 3 to all with the Ring of Evasion equipped. Neutral dodging is an important tool for keeping aggression up, plus it's fun to see how long you can go in the home base. I found a way to make it entertaining. Tip number 4, consumables and stuff. The hurting thing kinda breaks down at this point. Consumables are more than half the battle, and knowing that will win you the war. Sun Tzu said that. I've recently been playing with people that have a bad habit of never utilizing consumables. You know who you are. And to me, that's just downright silly. Let me walk you through how bitchin' these things are. Bloodwort heals you for 1.7 health per second over time. Pop this bad boy throughout battles and you'll be taking spears to the face like they're nothing. Frenzy Dust boosts fire rate and reload speed to the point where it feels like you're holding a chain gun. Adrenaline makes you all speedy for 30 seconds and increases melee attack speeds. Think Naruto. There's too many to cover at once, so I've included a link for you to get more specific details on all of them in the thingamajig. Plus, there are ways to counter all status effects, ranging from bleeding to radiation to not picking up ammo boxes like a dumb butt! Whenever you pop one of these consumables, you also gain additional resistances in case you get hit with the effect again. Once you unlock the Root Mother, you can also buy additional Dragon Hearts, which are quite literally your lifeblood. I'll buy them all! Tip number 5, audio. Way more of a priority than people think. Just like breathing, audio is of huge importance. The enemies in this game make a lot of noise, ranging from this, to this, whatever the heck this is. Oh god, that's a big dub. Because of this, you can almost always hear enemies before you see them, with a good example of this being the Wheezy Explodey guy. Provided you can hear them, you can essentially detect mobs through the walls. However, unless you have a decent pair of headphones, this can be difficult. Speaking of headphones, I've used this pair of headphones for the past 5 years of my life. These are the Sennheiser PC363Ds, and up until a few days ago I was ready to use them until they died. Then Mass, formerly known as Mass Drop, has sponsored this video by sending me a pair of PC37Xs, which are still officially called PC37X by Mass Drop X Sennheiser, which also come with a $30 store credit when you buy using the link in the thingamajig. Bye. That's how I talk normally. In all seriousness, I'm genuinely recommending these headphones. I've been using the old ones for years with hands down the best audio quality I've heard from headphones in ever. And these are literally a direct upgrade. For sound quality, I'd give it an audiophile out of 10. As for gaming, there are angled sound drivers that create physical surround sound.
Nice, was that nice?
In a headset. And the microphone is pretty darn good. They're the nicest headphones I've ever had the pleasure of using, no contest. If you're even slightly interested in having a top-of-the-line audio experience, you can pick up these bad boys for $90 using the link in the thingamajig. Just saying. Oh, look at that!